Say the street they hawk, still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you.
Hello there. Good morning to you. Good afternoon to you. And good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. It is Mayegun Live. Thank you so much for joining me again. If you haven't already today, you're welcome. Read the caption of the broadcasts, the description of this broadcast. Like it, share it, to invite your friends and also friendly friends with one line of message. Mayegun today. Things are getting interesting or becoming more and more interesting. The Nigeria military, Chief of Defense Staff, has given a presser today that they are ready to crush this protest. They only need Tinubu to give them the command. Thank you. But today, I'm sorry for the late start again. Good morning to you. Good afternoon to you. And good evening to you. As you are joining this broadcasts, this hour, it is Mayegun, and this is live. Yeah, if you're watching this live too. Today is the second day of the 10 days planned days of rage to end bad governance in Nigeria. And in the last 48 hours, we have seen that Tinubu has no plan whatsoever to even look into what the demands are, the demands of these Nigerians. They have been tagged, they have been labeled as insurrectionists. They said they will be charged for treason because standing up for or standing against economic hardship is a form of rebellion, especially when the person you are standing up against only just spent a year. They've given different excuses. None of this works so far, but it is now tilting towards violence. And Tinubu is yet to utter a single word. People said is just following the template of Bokwari Mumumadu, who developed a bit of defense mechanism against, the people calling him out at the time. He just pretended that he didn't know. Just tell them you didn't know. And that's exactly what seems like what Tinubu is doing. A lot of agenda has been pushed by Tinubu and his gang. And right now, it seems that they are at the end of their shenanigans. Can they turn this around? I don't think so. The Nigeria military have granted an interview, a presser today, which means they notified the public that the leadership of the Nigeria military, they are not comfortable with the way you are expressing your supposed rejection of Tinubu's policy. They said they don't like it. And all they need right now is just one command. Go after them, and this whole protest will be over in few hours. They are blaming that on the violence that has been recorded so far. The Nigerian police have killed 13 people. Most of them are from the IDP camps. I'm talking about the people Nigeria abandoned after the Boko Haram invaded their villages, killed their parents, and then they turned them into the refugee camps. So they have been shot, killed, and the Nigeria military, even the police, they are blaming it on the campaigners for end bad governance. So there is no dialogue or negotiation on their table. The police said, or the police IG said last night, that enough, no more protest. In Jigawa, where the protest was also hijacked by politically sponsored thugs, vandalized properties, and looted shops, their government declared curfew. The protesters were not protected by the police. In fact, in some places, they allowed the arson to happen, like in Kano. Even the Kano state governor came out last night after declaring curfew that the people that destroyed properties in Kano and those who led the looting in Kano, they were actually really mobilized by politicians. You know them, they won't really point fingers, not like that guy in Bayelsa, but we'll get to that part anyway. So the Nigerian security agents who said they have received intel, intelligence here, intelligence there, people want to disrupt the protest, they want to hijack the protest. They are allowing those who want to hijack the protest, sponsored by them, to actually carry out all of this violence so that they can tell you and say, Shebi, we told you that some people will hijack it now, enough. Meanwhile, on the streets, Nigerians are already saying they are tired of being told what to do. If you want to obey what they say to you, it's up to you. But they are tired of obeying these criminals. So it is about to get really, really, really hot. So Kano declared curfew yesterday. This morning, the Kano people, they breached the curfew. They came out in large numbers again. I have the videos, okay? Same thing in Jigawa. They declared curfew in Jigawa, where the protesters, as claimed, touched the APC secretariat. This morning, everyone was out again in large numbers, even larger than yesterday. Today, same thing happened in Borno State, in Maiduguri to be precise. Yesterday, some of the protesters, they were vandalizing the public infrastructure, like, this slab on their gutters, the drainage system, right? The slabs on them, the cover, they were removing them and breaking them into pieces to use them as stones to stone the security agent. They were shooting tear gas at them, right? So they declared curfew in Maiduguri yesterday, 24 hours curfew. This morning, when people woke up, the protest resumed and the curfew was trashed. And the number that came out, even the policemen in Maiduguri today, they will tell you, they thank God that they probably returned home this evening. The number almost tripled, right? And Maiduguri or Borno State is where Zulum has been running a sole administrative government. He has people on social media who are promoting his, his incompetence, where he has turned a government into a charity sort of, right? While they pretended that more than half of the states I'm talking about half of the local government in the entire states, they are no longer under the control of Nigeria. totally taken over by Boko Haram and other terrorists. You see those who escape from those local government areas. Most of them are those who are living in Maiduguri. Those are the people that Zulum will collect all of the 27 or so local government allocation every month, collect its own allocation, even take a grant from all the grants, people who are donating money to the victims of terrorism in Borno State. It will take all those donations, right? Now, all this money, okay, they just sit down and write the election results for the entire local government areas in the entire state, right? They will write the results, appoint people. All of them are staying in Maiduguri. Do you get that now? It's like, let me use an example of your state. You know, your state is really big as well, right? Now imagine that Ibadan, they have like about 4 or so local government areas, right? So now imagine that out of over 20 local governments in your state, only 5 local government areas are actually under the government of your states. But Sheyi Makinde is collecting money for the entire state's local government areas. Meanwhile, the people living in those local government areas are those who cannot they can no longer run away. Majority of them have already moved to Ibadan. So all Sheyi needed to do is just to find a space. He can decide to just build like 100 houses. Here you get. Remember, all of the allocation, everything comes to him. He may just build like 100 houses and say he's giving it to them for free. Security is improving. Look at this property and all of that. Whenever he's sharing food to those people, right? Whenever he'll share food to them, like in bags, and they take pictures, they show them to us. Oh, this guy is trying, Meanwhile, more than half of his estates are no longer under the control of Nigeria, right? The people there, they are now paying taxes to terrorists in Borno State, no joke. So people were so shocked when they saw hungry people on the street of Maiduguri. Shebi Zulum is trying now. Zulum is one of the best governors now. And that is what most of them were hiding when they told their people that protest is haram. Because you know what? It will actually really expose all the lies. And it may not even end there. Because at the end of the whole smoke, they may all be gone at the end of it all. But right now, they believe that they don't want what happened during the NSAS to happen again. They do not want you to become so comfortable and the protest will become so spread that around that time they will be forced to negotiate. This is why if you have a chance, you don't need to travel to go and participate in any protest. You can participate right there in your hometown. You can participate on your streets. You don't need to go far. Stay around. Show solidarity. Then upload the video. This social media is their number one enemy. Because this is a place where information is unfiltered. You get that now? Information is unfiltered. They drop them as, drop it like it's hot. So the way the whole thing is going, you see that theory, the theory that northern Nigerian people, they are not on social media. All of you shouting on social media. Not only, that theory has been defeated when northerners were making TikTok videos in their tens of thousands every day. It's like producing, let's say, 40,000, 50,000 videos from northern Nigeria all together every day. And 90% of those videos, they are talking about the situation in northern Nigeria. They are talking about the corruption. They are talking about the religious manipulation. They are talking about government manipulation. You see this, right? If it continues, according to them, it's going to snowball into something that's not only Nigeria, it's going to spread to Ghana, it's going to spread to Benin Republic, it's going to, all these French-speaking, English-speaking West Africa, they won't be safe for these dictators and criminals running them. So their military is now threatening. Just for a bit of an understanding, okay? You see this first video I'm going to share with you, right? It's coming from the collection of all that happened, right? But the one very important video, which is the first one you're going to watch, is these guys telling everyone that This is why. Don't let that be lost on you. Don't listen to the propaganda and the lies they are cooking up and all the tribal stuff, okay? This is why everyone is on the streets. Now let's go let's go there.
Thousands of Nigerians are currently participating in the End Bad Governance in Nigeria protest, and I'd like to just articulate the demands. So a couple of demands have been flying around, and I think that a lot of people came together and unified them. And for that unified list, I would like to list out so it's very clear and there's no mistake, right? There's reinstate subsidy regime, and number 2 is establish a living wage, and then we have end insecurity and protect farmers. Then we have reconstitute the Nigerian electoral body, and then there's release end SARS protesters. We have the scrap the 1999 constitution, and then declare a state of emergency in education, judicial reforms, ban or provide a ban on foreign medical trips, and then there is energy sector development. Then we have probe and recover looted funds. Then there's government waste reduction, there's infrastructure, and then there's reform the legislative system. I'm going to put this compiled list for you to go through, and I'll also put like the individual list that you can look through and just decide which one fits you. You don't have to agree with all of them to participate, and I think that a lot of people don't even have this articulated. People are literally just out there because there's hunger in the land, and I think that, you know, that's like the most pious of demands to make. It's like, yo, I am hungry, and it's literally like, if I don't eat, I'm gonna die. So what more is important than that, right? So that's just what it is, and I think that nobody should come up with this kind of subliminal messaging that will try to discourage protesters, because protesters are just protesting, okay? And the people that have done violence against the protesters aren't the protesters but the police. So yeah, I just wanted to do that, and yes, so use the correct hashtags, and let's keep the whole conversation going online and offline.
Yoruba people, they are one of the weakest links in Nigeria. Hear me out. As wildly read, as wildly exposed, enlightened, entertaining, wildly traveled, as wildly everything as the Yoruba people are, they are one of the most gullible people in Nigeria. Yes, I'm a Yoruba and I know what I'm saying. We are one of the weakest links in this country. Yeah. So please, before one person will come and say, so if you're not going to listen to what I have to say, move. This post is not for you. Okay? The reason why I said what I said is because I have not seen in any time where they say something major is about to happen in Nigeria and the tribe to go to cause chaos is not the Yorubas. Yes. I understand that the Hausas too are gullible, but I'm not going to talk about them because I'm not a Northerner. I'm going to talk about the Yorubas because I'm one and I see firsthand what they do. If there's going to be any major thing in Nigeria, the people they always go to cause chaos are the Yorubas. Why? I don't think I've seen any Igbo person being bribed to cause chaos against his own people. I don't think so. But see the government bribing the Yorubas to come and cause chaos up and down. The Mumus them. They too, they are carrying placards saying all sort of nonsense. Imagine the nerve of them now using tradition to come and do their nonsense job for them. Saying Oro has to come out. Oro. Really? Today I saw some traditionalists in Ikorodu saying they are against the protest. The money they've given you, yes, that poverty that is smelling, that is knocking you and your lineage down. The money they are bribing you with, will it erase the poverty? That's what you should ask. If you want to come bribe me, be ready to give me a ministerial appointment. If not, we are not talking. 100,000 naira. What are you like? One if you dawa la le. You get about 100,000 kilos to waku. And you pona line road. Egbo wotan no. Lẹ́yìn yẹn náà nǹkan inú yakole tún padà sí ni. If then instead of you to sit and fight for what is right, you are there letting them bribe you with a bag of rice that you will finish in no time. And you ojú ọ̀rọ̀ lárí. Ọmọ tí ó yẹ kó gbé sórí bẹ́ẹ̀dì ẹ̀yin ọmọ lẹ́lẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin aláìlójú tì. They will not tell you go and cause chaos. You will not ask questions. Imagine that Shade Tinubu coming to the market and telling you people to tell your children not to protest. How many people would they arrest? Tell me. How many people would they arrest? At most, they will lock the market. After that, they will open it. She had the guts to call you people together and be telling you to tell your children not to protest against their father. Talawan. And you Yoruba joke keronu ori nyokpe. And like I said, if anybody comes for me asking me and telling me omo ni what I want a beer, you will only have a problem with my post if you are guilty. If your family is guilty. Your father is in politics and is doing rubbish. Your mother is there chopping money. Even you are there, you are chopping money. You are the only person that will have problem with this post. But if anybody comes for me and tell me omo aleni, you not omo aleni. And you Yoruba like loju ti o shi. You're stronger than you know.
Hey, police, Oga, where your paper? Oga, where your paper? Every junction, police day. Hey, police day.
What are we saying? What are we saying?
Yo, yo, yo.
We can no longer keep quiet. See, the fact is that me as a person, it is better. I die in the hand of Tinubu than to die in the hand of bandits. Let me die in the hand of government hand.
Hold on. See, yes, just hold on. You and I, we are here, and we are going to do it together.
Meduguru Borno State. Meduguru Sumputo consider Barwatons. Ku kalla mutane iya kallon ku. Wannan Maiduguri kenan al'umman bulunkutu sun fito sun shiga cikin gari daga nan har gwamnati house insha Allah. Muna saman flyover Borno Express. No? Eh.
Yeah. And that is just to give you like a snippet. That was a snippet to what you are still going to see tonight. What happened all over Nigeria today. So you've seen people from Lagos, you've seen them in Abuja, you've seen from the Maiduguri, you saw that, Abi. You've seen from Port Harcourt. The last part of the video, that's from Port Harcourt, River State. Tinubu is yet to say a word, to the point that some people are beginning to feel like, where is Tinubu? Right now, the protesters are going to begin to possibly demand, where is Tinubu? In about 15 states, protesters have already, they are beginning to move closer to the government houses. In Taraba, in Jigawa, they have moved closer to the government house in Kano. They have moved closer to the government house, in Lagos, in Alausa. And right now, they are still peaceful, even though the military is threatening them, threatening to crush and kill them. the police, they are also threatening to crush and kill them. But there's something I need to share with you in this video, okay? It's also a combined one, all right? Those who looted in Kano yesterday, you've heard the news. And in fact, some of you believe that that justifies any act of violence against the protesters. But what they didn't tell you was that in that same Kano, all the recovered stolen loot, all the looted shops and what have you, there were those who stopped, not only stopped them, but went after some of them and got majority of that thing, those things back. They were protesters. They didn't tell you that one, that there are protesters who actually were there to did their best to stop the looting and recover most of those things back from them. So police came back later and arrested 52 people. Well, they didn't show you this video I'm going to share with you. Just so you know that whatever story they are making up to justify any